All right, first game of the day. How bad can this go? All 5 of my deaths have been to him. I finally killed him. He got me back. Abruz has 8 kills. 5 of them have been on me. Ah, I know that hop up. That should have been like a clip, but I suck. That's a problem. This gun is fun. I might do this in multiplayer rather than zombies. All right, might not. YouTube, what's going on? Thank you for clicking on the video. I don't really know what I'm doing today, but I've only got a few guns left to level up, including this KV inhibitor sniper, which from using it in like one game in multiplayer is actually super fun. Although looking at this barrel, is this a Dragunov? What kind of stocks do we have on this? Do we have any wooden stocks? This is a Dragunov. Did I just say that I enjoyed playing with a Dragunov in multiplayer? It's possible that I suck. I'll keep you guys updated. Either way, with skill-based matchmaking being what it is, I decided that I'm just going to jump in zombies and level up the rest of my guns, and then I can move back over to multiplayer to actually unlock gold and for my kills to like count for things very quickly. Gilded, not gold. I need to stop doing that. I'm sure most of you already know about the zombies leveling strats and the multiple different ways that you could try it and that they've been nerfed so far. I just realized that my lighting kind of sucks. That's better. But overall for me, zombies has been a really fun experience aside from doing all the leveling stuff. I'm not as far as some people. I've actually disconnected a lot, which has definitely hampered my progress, but I've already completed all of Act 1. You can see the story missions complete there. And I'm like halfway through Act 2, which I've been doing kind of in the background while I've been leveling up some of my guns. And we're not on to Act 3 yet. Although apparently from Act 3, you can actually get the schematic for the Wunderwaffe DG Wonder Weapon, like literally as part of the story. So you don't even have to like grind too many missions for that or whatever. I mean, of course you have to do a lot of missions on the way, but it's guaranteed. Unlike the ray gun, which you'll have to search around for. And I'm like 95% sure that you can only get the ray gun in the tier 3 zone, which is like the hardest, most intense, strongest zombies, fastest zombies experience that you're gonna come across. At least right now, anyway. What do we got? Speed Cola, Deadshot Daiquiri. Do I have any camo challenges I can do while I'm leveling this? Normal kills, mimic kills, fire damage, and collaterals. But I got a lot of levels to do for that first. How about on my swarm? Point blank kills, mimic kills, kills in the medium or high threat zone. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing those either. Cool, well, I'm just gonna jump in with this and we can talk about Call of Duty while I play zombies. How about that? Soap looks so tough and then he's got this like purple sparkly camo on his gun right here. Honestly, it just makes him look cooler. Right now, I've disconnected from zombies a lot, so I need everybody to cross their fingers right now and pray that we don't start the game with packet loss, because that's usually what happens when I disconnect immediately and lose all of my loot. Like the level of frequency that I've had that happen and not even had time to get to an exfil station before my game freezes and I lose connection to like the Blizzard servers it's crazy. Please no packet loss, please no packet loss, please no packet loss, please no packet loss. 0% packet loss, come on. All right, now that we are in and apparently not disconnecting, I will, oh, okay, hang on, there's more zombies spawning right now than I expected. I will quickly pop a double XP token. Oh yeah, that's a triple collat. And a quick level up, come on. I'm pretty sure the fastest way to get levels right now is with Outlast contracts, which are more rare than Spore contracts, but seeing as I've actually spawned by one, that's what we're gonna go and do. I think to save you guys the trouble, I'll probably just like cut to when I'm there. Okay, here we are. Let me just drink this real quick. And where is the tiny, okay. Tiny phones. I'm pretty sure they're laptops in Warzone 3 or the next edition upgrade of Warzone that we're on. I don't really know what they're gonna call it, but calling it Warzone 3 kind of feels wrong. Ultimately, I think the only reason that we've been calling it Warzone 2 for a while is because Infinity Ward wanted something to market. And that's fine, I get that, but calling anything 2.0 and then taking like serious steps backwards in pretty much every department is probably not a smart idea. So, you know, hopefully that's something that they learn from. Oh, hey, this is subbase. Oh no, Barrera's team. Oh my God, is that... He got toasted. Oh, there's a lot of dogs. That's one thing about this Outlast contract is that these dogs are way more angry and aggressive than they usually are. Now, I've watched a couple of videos on this and I've done a couple of Outlast contracts without really knowing what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure the goal is to get the progress to around about 50% and then back out so the progress stops, but the zombies will keep spawning. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap to the swarm to take out the dogs, and that's fine.
Get back to the D&D. Unless you'd rather find a new dimension to call home.
Did Barrera just threaten me? All right, so I think I have to try and keep this around the 50% mark. I don't know. Even if it's just to shut Barrera up, I guess that's what I'll do. It should be about 6 more dogs again now. It's usually the quantity they arrive in, spawn in, appear. I don't know. Demon movement just died to nothing. Can someone help in D4? Now you may be wondering, like, why are you playing zombies? You usually play in multiplayer, and that's right, I am. And I'd go as far as saying this is the best multiplayer that we've had in the last 5 years. I know some people disagree with that. Cold War was definitely solid. I'm not saying that was bad by any stretch, but Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2019, and Modern Warfare 2 2022, however we're going to refer to it as, they were all bad, and I didn't really enjoy those, although I did complete the mastery camos in them, and I'm really not sure why. What has really pleasantly surprised me in this game is actually the zombies experience. I think a lot of people were and still are skeptical about this whole mode, especially with it following on from DMZ and it just not being round based, it not being normal zombies, what people are used to. And obviously the last time we had something like this was in Vanguard, where we had that kind of arena based, like, extended round type thing, like rounds within a round, and it was like mini games, and yeah, it sucked. It was awful. That mode was terrible. And I think, if we're being honest, so was the camo too. I remember that. I can't remember whether they called it Dark Ether as well, the essentially green tiger camo that you got for completing it. But either way, it wasn't for me. This zombies experience, however, I could definitely get on board with. And aside from that, the cold hard facts is that right now in Call of Duty, the fastest way to level up your guns is by playing zombies. Oh, someone's gonna go and save demon movement. That's wholesome. Another perk of playing zombies is actually getting to know the map. I mean, right now, I already know this part of the map because this is sub-base. I knew this 10 years ago. However, the rest of this map all comes together to make the new Warzone map that we're going to be playing on December 6th and beyond. And with the movement changes that they've made, helping to make this game feel like an actual Call of Duty again, I am super excited to get back on Warzone. It'll be interesting to see what movement changes are still to come. I know a lot of people still aren't happy about the slide cancel. When you hop out of the slide, you have this split-second delay here. There, you don't go straight into attack sprint after you come out of your slide cancel. For me, I think this is a happy medium between what we had in, you know, Warzone 1, Modern Warfare 2019, and what we had in Modern Warfare 2, which of course was nothing. I don't think I'll ever get over how bad it was. But Sledgehammer have been making lots of updates. They already made a pass on the weapons last night. There were, I think, 3 nerfs, which was to the DG58, I want to say, the Burst, the FR something, the FAMAS, and I think the Holger LMG, or AR, I don't know. They're both called the Holger with different numbers again, and it makes it very difficult to remember. But Sledgehammer are clearly trying to show that they're listening to the community. You know, we've seen them on Repulse's podcast. They did a massive Reddit AMA the other day. And with all these changes that Sledgehammer have been making, you know, really actively trying to listen to the community, they released numbers the other day that apparently Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has set record levels for player retention and engagement. Players are playing more games for longer across all game modes versus, like, I think it was every other game in the last 5 years. But if it wasn't that, then it was definitely versus Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't come as a huge surprise to me, and I know that there are people passionate on both sides of the argument when it comes to movement. Some people think that we shouldn't be able to move, you know, nearly at all. Some people think we should be able to slide cancel 24/7. I don't agree with either of those. I think, you know, a happy medium is fine. Something like we have now. Little insta-kill, ow. This is basically an insta-kill sniper anyway. It's a one-shot tap sniper, but should help us with a couple of collats maybe. I saw Modern Warzone post last night with a poll asking if people think that Modern Warfare 3 is worth $70 or if it's $70 worth of content and stuff. And I think that the small majority, so like I think 53% or something like that, at least when I checked, had actually said no, which to me is, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I think this is easily the best game we've had in the last 5 years. But if we look at this game objectively, and I think, like, understandably a lot of people are feeling burnt from the last COD, the whole marketing campaigns around that, COD Next, the Infinity Ward blogs where they just outright said, you know, thanks for the feedback, but you know, we don't care. And that's rightly left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. But this game's a bit different. Sure, it's off the back of that. Sure, you know, maybe it could have been an update. It essentially is, with everything now being on COD HQ anyway, right? Like, everything is part of the same engine, the same system. But if we look at what we get for $70, like, actually, you know, on launch, the day that we buy the game, we have 16 maps, which granted, they're not new, but at least most of them are good. Invasion is bad. I do not like Invasion. Then we have this brand new Zombies mode, which, again, sure, is built built off the back of DMZ, but it's on a new map. We have new contracts, new mechanics, everything in here. A whole mini storyline and everything to work for too. Oh, I let the contract go over 80%. I don't think I was supposed to do that. But then getting back on track, you know, we also have the campaign, which sure, it sounds like it's pretty bad. I haven't played it, but like I know it can be completed in around about 4 hours, which is about half the length of a usual COD game. And without spoiling anything, please don't spoil anything for me in the comments. I'll get around to it eventually. People seem to think like the story ends abruptly, or like it feels more like a middle, and it seems to confirm that we are going to get more probably in 2 or 3 years down the line. And I can get why that's rubbed some people the wrong way, but at the same time, I don't think anybody really buys a COD game just for the campaign, even if they are usually better than this one has turned out to be. Then if we look at post-launch content, how did that happen? If we look at the post-launch content that we're guaranteed to get as well, we have 5 maps coming from Modern Warfare 2 that are within, you know, the pre-season and season 1. We've got Shooter House, Crown Raceway, Farm 18, Shipment, and Mikado. Oh, it's Demon Movement, the guy who went down earlier in the game. I'm glad you're doing well, buddy. Then at Season 1, if things aren't delayed at least, we're going to have the new Warzone map and the whole new upgrade drop from there. Then in Season 1.5, we're going to have rank play drop for multiplayer. The camos are another thing we should touch on as well. We have 3 mastery grinds across around about 120 weapons, I think, for 900 total camos, including like 10 animated mastery camos, which are all really slick on guns that, you know, generally feel pretty good. And then we have the likes of Rebirth Island and Fortune's Keep returning next year, and, you know, maybe even Verdansk. I don't know. That's just what the rumors are, but it wouldn't surprise me if we have to wait a little bit longer for that. But either way, all that to say, I am surprised that people think this isn't worth $70 or £60 if you're from, you know, the UK like me. But I don't know. If that poll was anything to go by, then I'm part of the minority. So tell me in the comments if you think I'm wrong. Destroy the last spore. Clear up the horde. Very nice. And another crystal. Nice. Okay, that's a win. All right, I think I'm gonna go an exfil, and we'll check how much progress we've made on this KV inhibitor. Can I sit up front? Guys, are we there yet? All right, we've got our tools and our crystals, and I did absolutely nothing towards my mission, so that's good. Where did we get to? Okay, level 18, so I only did like 10 levels, which is less than usual. I feel like I might not have had my double XP active, in which case I am stupid.